Better Red than Dead. Red Faction is a 2001 first-person sci-fi shooter released on PlayStation 2 as well as Microsoft Windows. Then later on Mac OS, as well as N-Gage. Oh my god, you guys remember the N-Gage? Always wanted one, couldn't afford it. Probably for the best. If you just want to see the gameplay, playthrough begins here, otherwise a little bit of preamble and development. Speaking of which, Red Faction was developed by Volition Inc., an Illinois studio known for Saints Row, you know.
How about you drop the gun, honey?
If I were you, I'd listen to the lady.
Well, of course you would, you being her bitch.
They have their charm. That Punisher game, ooh, always wanted to try that. But back in the late 90s, they were mainly known for the Descent series, such fantastic games with that unique 6 degrees of freedom movement. I have been tempted in covering Descent since the start of this channel, but I wasn't sure if people would, you know, throw up looking at me roller coaster and loop-de-loop my way around in a first-person spaceship. Fun games, not sure. Today's game actually began from the ashes of the cancelled Descent 4, which was going to be a prequel entry. That pioneering technology and even some of the plot then developed into Red Faction. They kept the same lead character, Parker, and you're going to see very familiar vehicle sections, all Descent descendants. All this around 1998, you know.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
The time first-person games changed forever with the release of Half-Life. Valve's game on the Gold Source engine heavily influenced Red Faction. You will see the environmental storytelling and some scripted events. Just overall vibes. In fact, I won't lie, I was sure that they shared some game engine or developers, but no crossover whatsoever. Purely influence. Hardly the only game at the time guilty of that. While it shares vibes with Valve's masterpiece, there are clear differences. Red Faction isn't too heavy on physics. Half-Life did the whole seamless storytelling in-game much better. Spoilers. Red Faction has vehicles, of course, and also has one big trick up its space sleeve. Geomod. Real-time geometry destruction. This was such a mind-blowing mechanic at the time, and you don't see it a whole ton still, 25 years later. Journalists and some players got a preview of Geomod at E3 2000. It works by doing a complete real-time subtractive boolean from the world geometry. The input is a polygon mesh, the output is a polygon mesh. There's a fascinating piece by John Slagle who wrote the Geomod engine. I'll put that in the description. Did I understand it all? No. Did I understand any of it? No. Did it have fun pictures like this? Yes. Yes, it did. Nearing the deadline, Volition got a monetary bump when THQ acquired the studio in September of 2000, so the last phase had added resources essential for getting the game ready for the PlayStation 2 hardware. Still, some game scope had to be reduced. Originally, everything was meant to be fully destructible in the world, like later entries had, but this was out of the budget at the time, which is a big shame. Red Faction is also set in a mining colony on Mars who rise up against the oppressive guard and corporations, which is very, very similar to the plot of Total Recall. Ahem, the original, thank you very much.
Get your ass to Mars.
But Alan Lawrence, the head designer, said this was purely coincidental. May of 2001, Red Faction releases alongside Myst 3 and Alone in the Dark: A New Nightmare. An iconic cover, I would say, as well. Not really a spoiler, but the game was very well received and sold well enough that a sequel came out the following year and several more, changing to third person and going far more open world. The destruction became incredible as well. Maybe one day I might get to more of them. First though, buckle up and let's take a journey to the start of the Red Planet and see if Red Faction 1 really is just Half-Life on Mars. Steam version. I've had this in my library for years, but recently learned the best way to play Red Faction these days is the Alpine Faction patched version. I'll link it below. It comes with multiple warnings and says it's a Trojan, but don't worry, How about some training before the story and cutscenes?
Okay, Parker, this is the training phase of your Red Faction probationary period. If the button doesn't work, the door's locked.
That voice, who is that? Joel Corey, sounds so familiar.
Practice climbing on the fence, girders, and ladder in your envirosuit.
Yep, that's just solid life advice. We learn all the basic stuff in a brief scenario. Movement, of course. Spy on people using monitors.
Well, hello there, Mr. YouTuber. Look at you and your silly little video.
Does anyone watch these? Some people. We get turrets, medics.
Medics are sworn to heal anyone, even rebels.
We can move bodies around to hide them. Forgot you could do that. Please, sir. Please let me die. First hints at Descent's 4's remains here in a submarine section. No surprise, it feels very nice to pilot. The guns, I'll talk them later. Talk them? Finally, the first glimpses of environment manipulation and the geomod engine, nice glass shattering. Before a cutscene as Red Faction truly begins on Mars 2075, where the mining jobs at ULTOR are not what they promised to be.
Conditions are barely livable, and the guards are everywhere. ULTOR doesn't care if we live or die, and then there's the plague killing off miners left and right.
We learn about the plague. Forgot there was a plague in this game. Very solid voice acting though, you know.
These aircrafts and naval bombardments.
After my last game.
Someone named EOS is putting up pamphlets in the barracks, claiming that ULTOR is responsible for the plague. As bad as things are in the barracks, they're brutal down in the mines.
Beautiful mechs and robotic units. I appreciate a well-designed Robotronic.
You get out of the driller after your shift's over and all you've done is dig yourself in a little deeper. Don't know how long I can keep doing this.
Okay, and off we go. Unrest thick in the air.
Leave me alone, jerk. It's been a long day.
It's about to get a little longer, mine scum. You threatening me? Yeah, well, threaten this!
We have melee zap batons and our pistols straight away. You can right-click both to either taser or silence your sidearm. Ooh, robots. More. Whoa. Don't want any trouble.
Hey, get over here. We're with the Red Faction.
And title drop. Definitely nothing on the Half-Life epic intro, but the rebellion has begun. The miners are fighting back and we are with them. Let's go, boys.
Miners, this is EOS, leader of the Red Faction.
Our rebel lead is EOS, a most respected miner and a foreman and possibly a Borg.
Don't do it, please.
Oh shit, you guys were just jogging?
I'm just trying to get my steps in, Macheen, you wanker.
Not long and we add a rocket launcher to our inventory, which of course means glorious jibs. This channel's had so much ragdolls lately, it's nice to get back to the splatter that matters. Still getting to grips with everything, the basic movement is super fluid and responsive, just buttery smooth as we navigate the endless red cave tunnels. Explosives blow holes in the geometry, or you can stick them to enemies. Mean, but super fun. We even get an early space vehicle. Did I get him? Being on Mars in caverns, the visuals are gonna get a bit samey at times. Big red rock. Poor man Parker here is gonna get lost a bit.
Remember every dead miner, every injustice, and strike back.
Huh. Pedro Pascal really is in everything, isn't he? Hey. The weapon switching. That wind up upon whipping out melee can really screw you over. In fact, weapon swapping is a little slow in this, so make sure stuff is reloaded and ready to go. I gotta at least try, right? Alright, fine game. Have it your way. I'm still taking them on. Whoa, Parker, go easy on the Mars coffee. The melee is rarely used, and you even just lose the baton later, but... Well, you know, but... Red Faction shotgun, you know shotties are my go-to, and this one, like pretty much all the gun models, looks great.
Security to Minor Barracks C2. Security to Barracks C2.
I'll go on about this again later, no doubt, but I love the gun models in this game. They stole my heart on the back of the case 25 years ago and they still look stellar. When did I get this? A flamin' waffle? Well, why not? Our weapons are broken into categories: close combat, semi-auto, explosive, and 3. Turrets, well, I did practice for this.
Alert. Intruder in minor registration. Security respond.
Parker, you don't know me, but my name's Hendrix and I want to help you.
And our microphone guide shows up. Hendrix, a defector from ULTOR, great with technology.
All minors are ordered to lay down their weapons and report to the nearest security checkpoint.
Who cares about that, because it's assault rifle time. Beautiful model, yes, yes. And this is so quaint. Seeing your ammunition count here. 2001 and we were Marines and aliens suddenly. Glorious stuff. You young people just have no idea. Let's just see, do young people watch my videos? Some might, and that score pumping away tremendous stuff. So far, I'm having a blast. Machine, I gotta poop. Move, move. Not anymore. No ragdolls means no bodies flying all over the place. Always a shame, but nasty baddies will sometimes do little different animations. I'll take it. Oh. I swear some of the guards sound like Bender at times.
Hold it, Miner! Give up, Miner!
It's not, but it really does sound like it. Hold on, hold on. I'm just making a quick brew here. Gotta keep energy up.
Yellow alert.
Okay. All right.
Where's my backup?
Nasty wound you have there.
There they go. If only you'd been faster.
Hendrix.
Maybe being slow isn't such a bad thing.
Not the time. And we have a shield now. Still not a ton of games offer you a shield in shooters. Kinda works, sure, and you can bonk people with it. Yeah, space shield. Another nice detail, our rocket launcher viewfinder has a temperature vision. You can even see through walls. Perhaps hinting at later weapons. So it's all red caves and labs, but I love the posters and the propaganda and the world building they're trying here. It really does feel like a space outpost gone to shit.
Stop right there!
What the hell, brother?
I'm colorblind. It was a mistake.
You're evil. Evil.
Red Faction sniper drops off this chap up on a precarious piece of machinery. Looks great and has that red scope. Love it.
It's just you and me, Space Machine. Oh, you're so metal.
So far I'm noticing not a ton of use for that geomod technology, honestly. In the whole game, a few bits here and there, not enough though.
Geothermal plant inoperative. Containment shields in place.
Wait, hold on, what? Can you repeat that? Repeat that, please. No! Our first proper vehicle section in a submarine, and yes, that descent movement shines through. These parts are always quite brief, but a fun detour. Getting into the sub wasn't so smooth. Just trying to get into this little office to press the button. Okay, let me just deal with you.
Hey, man.
Button? Is there a button? Maybe I shatter the glass? Blow up the door? I'm being dumb here, right? Can I get a hint?
fuck yourself.
Yeah, okay. EOS, is that how you say it?
EOS
gives us a plan, a kidnapping, and more mentions of the plague. I won't lie, I completely forgot about that storyline, and I'll forget about it again soon.
Up, down, I hate ladders.
Wait, what? Me too! I hate ladders. Did we just become best friends?
Else to be.
I'll take that as a maybe.
Come get some!
Oh god, at least flush.
Parker, over. Got a monkey suit for you, Parker. Put it on and keep it on. Give me your weapon.
Monkey suit. So the escort part here. On reflection, it's not too bad or tough, but I distinctly remember giving up on this point several times in the past. It's all very fast until here. We are stealing a high-ranking administrator called Griffin. It's not exactly great stealth, and it brings all the action to a halt, and you lose all your fun guns.
And if you have to kill someone, hide the body.
Hold on. Did you guys just hear him say that?
No.
No? Oh, Peepo Jr. You're so adorable, I don't even care, I'm failing the mission.
It's something else. Go away. You're not my type.
Alright, relax. I'll have you know I'm a YouTuber. No, don't check my subscriber amount.
Take the lower hallway that leads to the left. I have a surprise for you, but hurry up.
Hendrix, I won't lie, that surprise sucked.
Stop, don't shoot. I can help you. Deputy Administrator Griffin? Yes.
Why do I need your help?
I have vital information. You must take me to EOS. No time to explain. Take me to EOS.
Okay, that wasn't that bad, but I'd still leave it out if I could. Griffin, man, he is creepy. Tells us Capek has created this plague, so onwards we must go to find this evil scientist. A new gun. Okay, back on track with an SMG, and this thing rips. Griffin, did you say something? Oh my god, making it. Oh god. Ah! Getting that momentum running up again. Time for a flying machine section. Spaceship. Hoverbot. I'll say it now, I take any of the vehicle controls here over the ones in Half-Life 2 any day.
Oh, please don't quit me.
Whoa, that's a big peepo. Nope, we gotta run.
Wait. Ow. Wait. Ow. Okay.
We're here to take Griffin to EOS.
Thank God.
Well, whatever.
Momentum stopped once again. A stealth section through science and medical laboratories and rooms. Inconspicuously, of course.
Oh!
Just go away.
Over here! Help! Guards!
You've got to give me something for the pain.
How about this? Is that better? Better? Okay, let's try an undercover schmuck. Schmuck?
Schmuck. It's not smuck, it's schmuck.
And I die over and over making my way through to get an admin key to the lower secure sections. Pretty sure everyone shouldn't be shooting me here. Saw this, I'm even out of ammo, let's restart. Hey you! Hey, slow down! Hey! Come back here. Give me health. I was told no discrimination. Ooh, what's this game? Is that Summoner? Hello there.
The lab security system. There's a security door you have to pass to reach Capek's lab.
Everything okay in there?
Yes. Maybe don't go in there.
You're the boss.
Okay. Finally through to the main lab. I wonder if this guy is evil.
I must thank you for starting this little diversion. It has made my work so much easier.
What's that mean, you half-human freak?
These troubles have given me the perfect excuse to accelerate my experiments.
What's that mean?
Who will notice a few more vanished miners in all this confusion?
To hell with orders!
Missing miners have been taken by the evil doctor here for experimentation with nanotechnology. That plague being a side effect of his toying around. He also has a sweet nano shield. Parker, come on. Why bullet, no hurt?
You were the first to see my nanotech shield in action. Now I must...
No showdown just yet. The trail to Kojak, sorry, K-Pax. I just heard his name. What the fuck is his name? I think my brain's melting. On his trail, we must enter the caverns where we are not alone.
What did you do to my daughter?
Oh, shit. Mr. K-Pax is fun as an all-out evil villain. Again, very solid voice acting, although kinda reminds me of Winnie the Pooh at times.
No matter. Very soon you will be irrelevant. Still there, Parker? Your persistence is beginning to annoy me.
Gerald, move! I can't! I'm frozen with fear!
Party time!
Wait, did I just do a circle? Oh man, shite.
Oh no, he's back!
Lovely detail on their lights going out there. The game is full of nice little touches like this. We finally meet K-Pax's experiments with the plague. Former miner friends, is there any humanity left in these skittering flesh lollipops?
Look closely, Parker. Do you recognize any old friends?
Check out my dance, Parker. Parker, hey, it's me.
Not every specimen reacts favorably to nanotech injections. But no matter. Even the failures teach us something.
Almost a snow section, K-Pax the Pooh still making snide remarks at us, and something nearby has a rumbly in its tumbly. It's not actually tough at all, I just had 0 HP. A common issue going forward.
No one's gonna come this way.
K-Pax told us you were...
Oh, it's you! Yes, I'm Macheen. Well, good luck on the video. I'll watch it later, maybe.
Ah, together again, Parker. This time I shall not be so merciful.
K-Pax, give us the antidote for the plague and we'll let you live.
Finally, the evil scientist is downed, but we aren't killing him just yet as K-Pax is the only one who has a plague cure. So we leave the Borg Queen to deal with him as the place is set to blow. Hendrix has some rebel buddies meet us in a warthog and it's off we go. Halo before Halo. Wait, when was Halo? Ooh, just.
I expect it'll be any easier getting back.
Back to task operations as we sabotage our way through the ULTOR complex. Our progress is becoming known though. Also, we might need a haircut.
Over here! Help! Guards!
Time for a new weapon, precision rifle, and this thing is in core rotation when you have it. Scoped, as fast as you can wham that mouse button, great stuff.
They're starting to appear all over the map, taking over the security guards. They're killing every miner in the car they see.
Speaking of which, when you pull off the rapid-fire shoddy action, it feels great. Damage output is so random from it though. It's all getting a lot tougher too, just so much more enemies and upgraded armored ones.
Come on, come on.
Oh, come on.
Stay still. Oh, you shush. Go. After destroying communications, it's time to head outside once more into the battle frontier. One thing I would love is to see more of the large-scale fighting happening, because you hear about it so much via the comms, but I'll take even little snippets like this. I will also take another new weapon. In fact, I'll take 2 new weapons. Rail Driver and Heavy Machine Gun. This game is spoiling me now. Except for the lack of medkits. I'm dropping like a fly over and over. Because that new heavy firepower means all enemies have it as well.
Die, miner.
Oh, I chose a bad time to reload.
Yeah, sorry.
The heavy machine gun is so good to use, but kinda sounds like shit.
Surrender!
The railgun one-shots most. Just like Perfect Dark, we can shoot through walls with the secondary rail scope. Of course, this means enemies can too. Fair's fair.
Retreat or die.
It all means you get some epic kills.
I found the antidote formula and got out of there.
EOS is alive, and she tells us the next up is to disable more defenses, yada yada yada, our boys are flying in. It's always obvious in my editing when I'm starting a new day of footage and haven't quite woken up yet. And you can make 0 mistakes here. Every armored juggernaut is packing those new heavy weapons that near one-shot you. The AI is super aggressive, nothing special, but will hunt you down.
Say your...
Wait. What was that? Some kind of dance attack? This whole section with the trains and beyond is just non-stop action, and it's great. Punishing, but super fun. We also have a ton of weapons now, just bucket loads of enemies. More vehicles.
Come on!
Tons of repetition because, whew, I am dying a lot.
You might be able to sneak in through the loading docks.
Our final heavy gun, the Fusion Rocket Launcher.
Die, scum!
What is the blast radius on this? With the defense down, more miners can escape. Weird cutscene, but you know, progress.
You've got to disable ULTOR's planetary defense system before the fleet reaches Mars, or they'll be toast.
I haven't been paying attention. Has our wanted poster gone up in value?
ULTOR has been very good to me. Wait, I hate ULTOR too.
Which is it, old man? What now? I think we are blowing up the entire space station, all directed by Hendrix with EOS orders. So much back and forth.
Got you!
Dead-end machine. In space, nobody can hear you fart. Fail. Fuck. I mean fail. Shit, you got me saying that now. You can go now.
I have to go back. Ah, open command. These sections are not unlike Elite Force. Fun to explore for a bit, but eventually I just go around spamming E on everything. Oh wow. You okay, bud?
Frightfully so.
Beer! Ooh, teleport? No. Finally, the reactor is set to blow, so we escape to the escape pods and we head back to Mars.
Parker, you still alive?
Oh, they got me with the fart. That's like 3 games in a row now. Parker has been imprisoned.
Red faction! Whichever of you is Parker.
For all of 1 minute. Considering the game is a space epic, roars of revolution, outlandish technology, and pretty outrageous characters, I can't say I have ever cared for Red Faction's plot. I always lose track of what's going on. I'm making that comparison again, but Half-Life has a better story told naturally without need for hard edit to cutscenes. Just no handing it at the urinal. Wait, were you peeing? It's Hendrix!
I've got just a few miners left with me.
Wait. Let me just wait. Perfect. I love me ragdolls, but Jibs hold a special place too. Not enough weapons Jib in this though. Our shotgun, precision rifle, they should chunk enemies down. I want more oomph.
You've got to clear the way, Parker. I have to reach an access panel by the building.
Chance.
Speaking of damage, just so much insta-deaths now, so close to the end. I can't even moan about the medkits anymore. Need full armor now as a full dose of fentanyl won't cure this headache.
Okay, here's what.
Wow, look at this. Hendrix has finally come out of hiding.
Must be at least tied with the other videos for most deaths in my playthroughs. Hendrix! Oh, thank God.
Parker. No time for a cappuccino. The fate of the world relies.
I know. I'm just really tired. This is decaf. The last few sections here really reminds me of Requiem Avenging Angel. Huge spacecraft blocks in gigantic metal interiors. The game flourishes are drying up though. It's just corridors with the heaviest armed units the game has thrown at you, even in their ships. Survive the gauntlet and...
Maybe I'll pay a visit to your parents when I get back to Earth.
Who is this? It's, genuinely can't remember her name. It sounds like a Lion King thing. But she is the final boss. And I won't lie, it's a pretty shite boss. Down her Mimron's headcraft and she floats about like Capek.
Second wave of transport is underway.
Eos, tied up, tells us the cure for the plague is ready to go.
Parker, don't just... Misako set the timer on the bomb before she went up after you.
And there is... Wait, defuse? What? Hold on. What? No time for a guide, we are brute forcing this. Easy. And thus ends Red Faction. Straight to credits. Did I miss a cutscene? I did, hold on.
Mind getting out of my face? We've got medics delivering it to sick miners all over the complex. The plague will be history by tomorrow.
This facility is now under the command of the Earth Defense Force.
So, what now?
Start dating.
What are you gonna do?
Start dating.
Okay, that is that. To the... Yeah. Would you shut up? First things first, before any critiquing, let's check out that extras menu. Credits, sure, I'll play them in the background as always. Gotta shout out those hardworking devs no matter what. Summoner trailer. Any fans out there? Never played it and it kinda looks awesome. And the glass house. This blew my tiny little mind back in the day. Still fun. Red Faction took me all in all around 7 hours to finish. Wasn't rushing it and I like to explore. I imagine it's pretty brutal on the hardest difficulty. This is probably the biggest game I've covered. In no way a hidden gem or anything, but the franchise isn't discussed much in 2026. The last entry, Armageddon, came out in 2011. I have it and I've never played it for some reason. Back to the first, let's check out the release reviews. Wow, 88. Surely my highest score. 7.9 on user reviews. Interesting. Okay, critics, what were you saying a quarter of a century ago? Bland storyline. Best single player FPS since Half-Life. Innovative. Strong mechanics but doesn't add up to Half-Life. Bad controls. Huh, weird one. People still moaning about joypad stuff on PC. Add this game to your library or have your head examined. Mystery Machine smells. Hey, wait, what? If you can, I recommend actually skipping past this game and trying instead to find a copy of Red Faction 2. I don't know about that. I can't find funny user reviews, either love fests or moaning about bugs, so let's skip to the good and the bad. The good. I love the gun still, especially those models. They sold me on the game originally and it's the same still. Particular standouts would be the precision rifle and the rail spike. Be accurate with those and you will be rewarded. The movement is so smooth and fun, you can always tell I'm liking it when I just hop around all the time. Audio is top notch, great pumping score and sound effects. Some mixing is a little off at times, explosions not being quite as loud as they should be, but still great. The voice acting as well, fantastic. The graphics have held up as well, though I guess I have to put an asterisk here as this is the era I love, and this is the Alpine higher resolution patch. Still, considering its red caves, red outdoors and metal interiors, it looks pretty good still. Nice lighting in cave tunnels and future space rooms. I have to shout out how fun the vehicle sections are, because I usually hate those in games. Okay, so the bad. Definitely wasn't all perfect. The story is quite dull. I enjoyed Mr. Evil Nanotech, who 100% should have been the main bad guy. And maybe it should focus more on the plague parts. The story falls to shite after he drops, to be honest. In fact, the end felt quite rushed. That final fight, the cutscene and wrapping things up, just how bog standard the corridors get. Red Faction was promoted and sold heavily on that geomod. And yes, you can go around blowing holes in sections. I'm sure I missed a few things. But the game really should have implemented this into the story more, have to blow through certain sections or destroy a building at the foundation. It's such cool technology not used. Revisiting Red Faction for the first time in 5 years or so, super fun, always liked the game, even though I would usually give up halfway through. This time it was fun sticking it out to the end, even if my concentration dropped at points near the finale. The gameplay itself is held up so well, just like when you dip back into Half-Life or any classic from over 25 years ago. Those core mechanics are just rock solid. Okay, so I could do without the stealth sections, and I'd love just more scripted parts like in Half-Life. It is so hard to review this game without comparing those. The sad part is this game could have been a separate entity entirely. More geomodding, more vehicle sections, maybe change the stealth. Add more space nonsense and I and other reviewers wouldn't constantly bring up Valve's masterpiece. Red Faction doesn't lean enough into those brilliant new mechanics and instead follows Half-Life's guidelines too thoroughly. Of course, I recommend this game still if you've never played. It still has tons of unique aspects, and if you ignore everything and treat it as a 2001 FPS, it's really solid. It just needed to do more to separate itself. Maybe the sequels fix that. Thank you all for watching. Definitely a more known game this week, for my channel anyway. My first January on YouTube, apparently views and earnings plummet. Yay! What do you guys think? Have you played Red Faction recently, and do you think it held up? Should it be up there with the huge titles from 25 years ago like Half-Life and Halo? Or is it more of a woulda, coulda, shoulda? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my nonsense. A big shout out to all my channel members. There you guys are, my little skeletons. Big shout out to anyone supporting me on Ko-Fi, that goes so far. Thank you to anyone liking and commenting below. I make weekly videos and we have fun chats in the premieres with emojis, and I learn far more than when I research stuff. Hope you're all doing well out there. 2026 is off to a start. Maybe my nonsense provided some kind of distraction from all that shite. Or maybe it made it worse. In that case, well, I fucked up. Until next week, I'm Mystery Machine, and I'll fram the fram.